Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka, I don't even know what that means, the internet's most passionate wine program. And as you can see, we are in a new setting with two very interesting gentlemen. I'm sure a lot of you know who exactly these guys are. Probably, in my opinion, the hottest video play on the internet right now, Jake and Amir from College Humor. Boys, welcome to the Thunder Show.
Welcome to you for having us.
Just say thank you.
Thank you for welcoming us.
Thank you.
Just thank you.
You're welcome. So, these guys are part of the College Humor team empire, as I like to call it. Yeah, emperors are here working on something. Stay on spear. And I'm really excited because we did one show with Sarah and Streeter, went really well. A lot of people were like, oh, it was a little silly, but we expanded people into wine. There was crossover of like viewership, and it was a lot of fun. I love what these guys are doing. Now we're at their home base. We're in your office here in New York, yep. And you know, they're doing extremely well, and they're great guys. Why don't you tell, because I'm not sure, why don't you...
What?
Stay cool.
Okay.
Why don't you tell everybody who might not know about you guys, what you guys do, and a little bit about you guys before we get into the vino, which is a value play today for the college kid crew. CKCs, we love you.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Jake and I are like two best friends.
You're not even giving me a chance to start a sentence.
Okay.
My name is Jake, and this is Amir, and we work at College Humor, and we write and act and...
everything.
Not in everything, but internet sketch videos, and we basically maintain the site with some of our friends.
Yeah.
Anything else?
And like we'll drink wine during work, and that's like a cool thing to do.
And that's why you guys you watch every show of Wine Library TV in your life.
Yeah, I saw them all yesterday.
Right, very good. And you?
Yep, me too.
All of that. So, on a serious note, since this is Wine Library TV, what is your wine experience? No bull crap. Into it? Not at all? Scared of it?
Straight up, honestly.
Don't look at him.
Okay.
Look at them.
Well, how often would you think that?
Are you talking to me or them?
I'm talking to you. Through you, you know everything about me. How much do I know about wine?
Nothing. Amir knows nothing about wine.
Because I drink a lot of other stuff, right?
You don't. Amir drinks no liquid.
No.
You survive on a diet of chicken nuggets, and that's it. I don't have any experience with wine. I get drunk off of it sometimes.
Yeah, the same. I've tasted it, but I've never purchased a bottle. I've never drinking it.
Have you stolen a bottle?
I mean, like, stolen. I've taken it out of a store without paying.
That's what I mean, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Nice. So, clearly, on a beginner's level, which a lot of you are as well, so what I really wanted to do today was play it in a comfortable price range. These wines are $11, $12, and $12 each.
I can't afford.
I understand, but he can with the flash, you know. And
why are you wearing that?
Do you have the TiVo tattoo?
Yeah,
just please show. Ma, zoom in on this, please.
The TiVo tattoo.
This was amazing. I was like, this is one of the greater moments of my life. This is a top. Forget about Jim Cramer or Jancis Robinson. This is a moment.
He also has a Nike swoosh on his back. That goes like from shoulder blade to shoulder blade.
It's true.
No, I thought you might have been serious. Okay, let's get into the first wine. We're gonna get really. I don't want to get too silly.
So I'm not gonna explain the Flash costume, right?
Yes, you should explain to them.
Just I lost a bet.
That's enough.
It.
All right,
great.
Here we go. First wine, Mott. Chateau.
To the Green Lantern. Sorry, continue.
Who I love, by the way. Chateau favorite. Anyway, Chateau Saint Michel, 2006 Riesling from Indian Wells, $11 US, 90 points Consumer's Guide to Wine. Unfortunately, Mott came through, he brought the wine, he did everything right. I screwed up, so what we're using, what we show the audience, instead of normal wine glasses, is the world's largest, you're supposed to show that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Me too.
World's largest shot glass. So, you know, I mean, we've talked about glassware in the past, so anybody who's watching this from, you know, a technical standpoint, maybe like Josh Abrams, who's a very serious wine guy, I can see him sweating over there, he's a little angry at us maybe for using this kind of stemware. This will alter it slightly, but you're still going to get the play on the flavor. 11 bones, great price point in my opinion. Let's swirl it around and let's give it a sniffy sniff.
Hey, Jesus.
No, you can do better than that.
It's getting everywhere.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. All right, let's give it
a
sniffy sniff.
Sure.
Now, Jake, what are you picking up on the nose? Now, I know you're going to be scared. Most people are going to be like, I don't know, it smells like white wine. Like, but is there any subtleties? Don't be afraid. I mean, one of the biggest reasons I started this show, thank you, Amir,
Sorry about that.
is that I desperately want to get people to be confident and build wine self-esteem. I'm here to build your wine self-esteem.
I already have a really high self-esteem for that.
No, wine
It's not
self-esteem.
deserved. It's like, but it's unfounded.
Right.
It's trying to.
So I want to get people comfortable with referring to wines, nose and taste, what they really taste. You don't have to be a wine expert to pick it up.
No.
What does this taste like? What excuse me? What does this smell like?
What do you think it smells like?
You don't know.
You go first.
I think it smells like a dog.
I was
What do
gonna
you
say
think it smells
dog. Yeah,
like?
dog. Like
Because I actually think it smells like
Like-
something different.
I know, me too. Like a little bit of a dog, and then what else do you think that it smells like?
I think it smells like potpourri.
Let me try yours.
It does smell a little bit like potpourri. Tremendous job, Jake.
There's my confidence.
Oh, God, okay.
Amir.
My
Can't
nose,
say potpourri.
I got it. Okay. I don't
Can't
even know
say
what that
potpourri.
is. I had a nosebleed this morning, so it smells a lot like dehydrated dry blood. Like that.
Okay, that's fair.
It's disgusting but fair.
Boogers.
You're smelling your own nose.
I am. Well, how else am I supposed to smell?
Are you picking up anything? It's a nice shirt underneath there, by the way.
Thank you.
Stupid.
It smells like... You know what it smells a lot like? It smells
You're gonna
like...
read the ingredients?
No. It smells like sulfites.
Sounds like that's an ingredient.
Yeah, you can't pick up sulfites. And Streeter used that joke when he was here.
Rich is right, and I saw that episode.
All right, now
It went over so
do you,
well.
Do you pick up apples at all? Because I do get a sense of like almost like
Green
Granny-
apple.
Yes, like Granny Smith apple.
I've never had any fruit, so it's hard,
So it's hard for you to pick that up.
I do smell that, but I don't know if it's because I'm thinking of it now.
All right, let's give it a whirl.
through the mouth.
The way you drink things.
FB. Oh, it burns. Dude, yours... What is yours? I think mine's gone messed up.
No, yours is fine.
It's like a...
Acid.
It's the first time he's ever had alcohol. That's,
No way.
You like drinking.
Yeah.
So you've had wine before and it didn't taste like that?
Sure, this... Evie, I think I messed up.
Don't drink out of that.
You should try it again. Wait till we get some other ones in there. Everybody at home's like, yes, he's definitely going to drink it later. Let me get into my, I got to do the wine part of it for a second. High acid on the back end. You got that Granny Smith plate in the beginning, which I think is extremely kind of nice. I like the acid on the back end. This is room temperature, so it's going to be a little bit more heat in the background. Do you pick up a little bit of that heat?
Yeah, I felt
on the back end, like the
that's
alcohol?
like the burning of my
The
mouth.
burning.
Yeah. I
But
felt that.
not like the,
What does it mean in the back end? You always say that.
Yeah, it's like the finish, like the last thing you taste. Like you get a taste in the beginning, and then as it fades away, there's that thing that you taste right before. It's like the last thing you remember.
Sure. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think, yeah, that's true. That's what back end means.
I
You're
understand.
agreeing with whatever he said.
What?
Can you even repeat anything that he said?
He
Were you
said the
listening?
back end is that. So. Great.
Correct.
He learned
So,
how to make a sound.
what do you think about this? Honestly, honest to goodness, I have no emotion towards this wine whatsoever. What do you think about the wine?
I like this one.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I guess I like that it was sweet.
Because it had a little hint of sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah. It tastes like a sour apple Jolly Rancher that
Ooh,
melted.
Which it does, by
and
the
then
way.
And then it got bad. And then it got like alcohol in it by accident.
So if you brought in
Like
Jolly
randomly.
Ranchers that Amir could just have, that would
Right.
be...
I don't even want to finish. Can I just get
Yeah, that's what you
straight
normally
in?
do, yeah.
Okay.
So you would say you're not a huge fan of the wine.
Yeah. I'm a regular fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Understood? Not bad. I mean, again, Riesling's going to be an entry-level play for people just getting into wine. This is probably an easy foray into getting into it. There is a hint of sweetness, but it's not over the top. I wouldn't call it sugar water.
God, no. Why would you?
Definitely not sugar water. Good acid on the back end. Acts like a pretty solid Riesling. And, I think Connoisseur's Guide got a little excited with 90 points.
See, yeah.
You don't know what
definitely.
he's talking about. Don't pretend you do. It's...
No,
What were
he's-
you gonna say?
What I was going to
What
say
were
was,
you gonna
to
say?
me,
Got
this...
too excited with 90 points.
That's exactly what he said.
Sure.
You're not saying anything ahead of that.
I agree.
So what I really think is interesting is this is probably an 87, 86
86 point
plus.
plus-ish
Yeah.
area.
Say whatever you want.
85,
Yeah,
86.
49,
42,
87.
yeah,
No, so
48.
probably an 87 point type wine. Nice entry level. Good effort from Chateau Ste. Michelle, Washington State, making a play. I think Riesling has a lot of upside in Washington State. And, not too bad. I mean, I think it's a nice entry. And if you're into apples, and Amir came through in spades. I mean, you've heard me say before with this flavor, the apple Jolly Rancher play is in full effect. It's here, and it is melted down. It's pretty silly. I think he was having a little fun, but he crushed it out of the park. He may have a natural
You
palate.
shouldn't feed his ego like this. It's really bad.
But he's already got substantial
The
self-esteem.
thing is, I don't
He
eat.
said it before.
Like I don't eat fruit and I don't eat vegetables, but I have a lot of candy. So like I can say that this tastes like a Jolly Rancher. Like I never had an apple, but
like
I've
have
had
you
an
had
apple.
cucumber candy?
No. I've had cucumber candy, yeah, but I've never had like a cucumber.
I understand. I understand. Let's move on. Dumped, good. Bodega Norton, 2006 Malbec. $12 US, 90 points, Wine Spectator. This is a wine you can easily find in most stores around the country. Let's give a little rinse. Rinse because you want no residual from the last wine. 12 bones. Malbec is on fire. I'm calling Malbec, you know, this generation's, it's almost like Malbec is Pinot Noir 2.0, right? You like that?
Doesn't.
You like that? Nice.
Explain why you got that.
What?
Why was that funny?
Because it wasn't in English.
Pinot Noir, everybody started drinking. It was huge. Everybody wanted it. Same thing is starting to happen with Malbec. And because of the economy, 12 bones is a very fair price. And 90-point Spectator, you know, Wine Spectator, big dog in the block.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think about the Spectator?
It's smart, but it's not too smart. It's like I'll be able to pick it up and read it, and I like the parts where it's like, can you find the paintbrush in this photo, or what's the difference between this photo and this photo?
Yeah.
You were
And you?
you were safe up until that.
Yeah, you were rocking it up to that. How about you, Spectator? Your thoughts?
It seems like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let's give it a sniffy sniff. Getting a mess here today, Ma. You should see this table. Boys, what do we get on the nose?
What are you thinking, man? Dog again?
Do you remember I was kidding about that first one?
No. Well, now I remember.
Why don't you go first today?
Sure. What do you think it smells like?
He's asking me to go first. Just say anything. No wrong answers, right? Confidence.
Apples, Jolly Ranchers.
The exact same thing as before.
But I was right before.
No right.
Jake?
They all smell like potpourri to me.
All right.
So we both had the same answer. Maybe it's the same wine, but different stages of it. Like,
No, this isn't
not right.
aged. This is not the aged version. So on this Malbec, let's talk about it. On the nose, I get a
Jeez.
lot of black. No, I get
Black currants.
Black currants come through very good. You know, Amir. I also get a little hint of cedar box on the back end, like, you know, almost like you were hiding black currants in your cedar box instead of hiding something else maybe in that cedar box.
That's where I put it.
I don't even know what those things are, so I wouldn't have been able to say that.
Like if you have black currants in a cedar box, right?
You get it.
Right.
Explain it fully to me.
I'll do it after the show. We don't have a lot of time, right?
Great call. Little shaved black, like dark high cocoa count chocolate is picked up on the tail end of the nose on this as well. This has classic Malbec structure, you know, coming through the bouquet. Let's give it a whirl.
I think I puked a little.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm almost sure I did.
No, I don't see
Do
any.
you taste Cocoa Puffs on the back end?
I don't taste any Cocoa Puffs in the back end. What are you picking up here? Did you get hot? Is that why you took off the...
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It tastes. It's acidic. Is that?
Tannic.
Tannic.
Right? You're getting a bitterness on the back end?
Yeah.
Amir?
God, I don't know. I almost choked on that.
I know.
I almost died.
We saw. It was
Yeah,
You can't
close.
choke on liquid.
You can try to.
And?
Try to.
You picking up anything interesting on the palate?
It's dry.
It is dry. So, tannic and dry, correct. Some black currant, obviously mixed in there. There's a little woodiness factor. I wouldn't say the oak monster. No, that is not here. But
Tony scares easily.
I know. I know he loves the oak monster.
There's no such thing as the oak monster. There's no oak
But-
monster. It's
but-
fine.
Okay.
But a little bit of like a sour blueberry play, right? You know those little blueberries, the small ones that get a little bit bitter? I get quite a bit of that on the palate. Overall, kind of a roller coaster wine. I think it starts with a lot of flavor, dips with no palate, and then comes on a little strong. Though the tannins are there, that tells you don't mess with me. I'm going to last for 3 to 5 years. You know, don't think of me as just a pop and pour.
That's like me. Hey, don't mess with me. I'm going to be here for 3 years. And then I'm done.
Good for wine, bad for a human.
Is it? It's not enough time to be alive, right? Right.
It's too short.
Yeah. So
3 to 5 years, though. You said.
it's a little longer.
The oak monster's gonna get you.
Stop. Don't joke about that.
So a nice wine again, and I don't know. I'm having a good time and I'm enjoying this whole dynamic. The wine itself, though, again, a little bit underwhelming for me. I think 90 points is getting a little bit ahead of itself, and I'm going to score this wine in the 87, 86 plus point range.
What's the rating system based on?
Not much.
Okay.
It's kind of a gauge within people's self. It's an opinion, but it's become something pretty big in the wine industry. There's a lot of people that hate it. When you just said that, a lot of people just cheered in their computers at home.
Really?
Yeah. So high five them.
That's.
Wow, you should look at them.
That was like
that was like high
that was
up.
not a
Yeah,
high
that was
five.
weird.
What?
That was
like,
very weird.
That was a weird.
So,
We
but
can get rid of that.
no, we don't edit it.
Oh. Sheesh.
We're not like you guys.
Okay.
I heard you guys tape for like 9 hours and it becomes a 1-minute video.
9, yeah, sometimes longer than that.
Yeah.
Is that true?
We tape ourselves at
He's
work.
hard to work with. Yeah.
We tape ourselves at work from like 9 to 6, and then the funniest minute and a half is the video.
You know what? While we're in the
That's
midst
good
here,
it
because
all
I know
happens
there'll be a lot of
consecutively.
college humor fans watching this as well. Why don't you tell the audience out there, your fan base, who hate me for talking over you right now, how well, how much excitement from the show? Because I've watched every episode, so you guys have been crushing it.
Yeah.
Has that been a lot of fun?
It's great. Wait, you're talking about the TV show or
Yes.
the Jake and Amir? Oh, the TV show was awesome. It was great. A lot of fun.
For once, I agree with Amir. Yes, it was really fun.
Now, on the flip side, out of curiosity for the people that are watching, the videos that you guys make are viewed by so many people.
Right.
Hundreds of thousands.
Millions.
Millions of millions.
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Okay, hundreds of thousands.
Did you feel any difference having that leap of having television exposure to the fact that you guys have one of the biggest online video shows?
I guess it felt a little different to have like my parents and my grandparents finally respect what I was doing.
Was that a good feeling?
Yes, but it made me resent them at the same time.
I see. Amir?
I haven't spoken to my parents in years.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so, all in all, a little overrated, back to the show, a little overrated, not
about
bad,
the
12
show?
bucks. What's that? No, I'm talking about this wine.
Oh, okay.
No, not your show, don't worry.
Wine Spectator said 90 points for the College Humor Show,
Is that true?
It was the
Which is a
best
lot.
tasting show they'd ever.
which I thought was underrated.
I agree.
86, 87 is
That would
more
be-
accurate.
Oh, so you thought it was overrated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you like this wine? I thought you did, actually, a
I
little
wasn't
bit.
crazy about it actually.
It hurt you on the back end?
Yeah, these were I would rate the other one at like an 86.
Yep.
Like, based on your.
Yes, I understand.
This one would be lower, like an 80.
I say 80. I'd say
You
say
agree
with
with
80. Yeah.
You know what? I say it's 1,000.
1,000.
1,000
1,000 and a half.
It's a 0.
0.
All right, let's move on.
80,000 and 0.
That's not a number.
Are you somebody who doesn't normally like red wine?
No, I don't normally like red wine.
I like it.
Rinse?
Why is it called red wine though if it's not red?
Well, I mean, some people consider this red. I mean, purple. I agree.
wine.
I mean, somebody made a call early on.
And white wine would be like.
Why are you a mirror?
I don't know.
Yeah. So,
Neither do I.
I should be purple.
agreed. Or like cranberry. You're wearing a cranberry. It's a
Me
cranberry.
and Jake are wearing the same color, so that's pretty neat.
Amir went out during lunch and bought a sweatshirt so he could match me.
That's so not fair.
Wow. Chateau Pesquie, 2006, Terrasses. This wine is 70% Grenache, 30% Syrah, 12 US
Wrong.
dollars,
one?
90
The one he's
points.
holding.
Robert Parker.
This is heavy.
Yeah,
My God.
this is why I get pumped up doing the show. Ricky is crawling.
What's going on?
Ricky.
You're totally in frame.
Côte de Ventoux bringing enormous value. Rhone varietals like Grenache and Syrah are becoming more and more popular. This is a big boy wine at a little boy price point, 12 bones. So let's give it. Did you drink it already?
No, I'm smelling it.
Okay, good job. Nice.
For people who don't know, what's the difference between smelling and drinking?
All right, let's give this a sniffy sniff. Oh man. Oh, this has a distinct flavor of something that's out there in the world, and I'm curious if you're gonna pick it up. My bet's on Jake.
Are you kidding? This is terrible.
It smells like vodka.
Okay. Now, do you agree with me that way too many people don't smell their wines enough? That it's a big part of the experience that too many people are popping pour?
Don't just agree. Think about it.
I disagree.
Okay.
Wow.
I still
Why?
think about it before you agree or disagree thing.
I agree. I changed my mind. Now I agree. Which one doesn't have me explaining the reason?
Both.
I'm effed. Okay.
What are you picking up on the nose? Anything? This has something pretty distinct in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, this smells a whole lot.
Wait, don't say it. I'm going to try to figure it out.
It smells like a fireplace to me.
Okay.
A fire. Kindling.
I don't have it.
Okay. Good try though.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort.
I'm lightheaded.
This wine brings an enormous subtlety of starburst strawberry flavor on the back end. Yes, I've said it again. A little bit on the tail end of the nose, I pick up a actually pretty distinct strawberry starburst play. Very candy-esque on the nose.
So I should have gotten that.
Very candy-esque. Yes, that's why I'm very disappointed in you. Sorry.
I only eat now and laters. Should we?
Let's give it a whirl.
Sorry.
It's all right. Men?
That's a hot one.
What do you think?
It's warm.
It's warm.
In my mouth. It's hot.
So you feel a little bit alcohol on the back end.
I feel it's dry.
It is dry. Amir?
Yeah, like I said, it tastes like vodka. It smells like vodka. It smells like
So
hard alcohol.
if you pay attention to what both of them are saying, and believe it or not, they're kind of hitting it out of the park. The alcohol on the back end, on the finish. Let's stop using back end. You've maybe, you know, since you said it, I've been just saying it constantly. Was I always saying it?
I have that effect on people.
I appreciate it. The alcohol is coming through enormously on the finish, and so the balance of this wine is in question. However, this should not completely overtake the fact that there is enormous leather and cranberry flavors that are bouncing throughout your palate that are, in my opinion, bring an enormously exciting kind of drinking experience to the table.
For reals, yeah, definitely. Leather and cranberry is what I said. What do you
That's
think?
actually what he said.
What
That's
do you
exactly
think?
what he said.
What do you think? You always make fun of me. I want to know what you think for once.
I guess I thought it was... What are you calling me up? It seemed like it was dry. I just don't like red wine very much. It was a little too intense for me.
Amir?
I thought it tasted like the last one, but a little more alcohol-y.
I understand. All in all, a very disappointing show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not you guys, not you guys, not you guys.
I'm sorry.
The vino.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
tell
I
you
really
that
like the first
again.
one.
Well, why don't you rinse and see how much you like the first one while I break this down. In my opinion, this also falls short of the 90-point score that's put on it. I think that the alcohol on the back end is clearly making it disjointed, off balance. I found it to be fairly okay in a lot of areas. I do like the leather. I do like the cranberries, but you know, it just didn't bring enough heat in slang terms as a good thing. It brought plenty of heat on the back end from the alcohol imbalance, and that imperfection really hurts this wine. I'm gonna go 86.
That's what you say about everyone. You say everyone
It's
is
true.
86.
Look at my
instead of
scores.
90.
Everyone. Yes.
86.
86 on this one.
Can we do a show where we only drink like wines 50 points or below?
Yes.
Do you have that?
We'll do that next week.
Awesome.
Here you go. Here you
Let's
go.
do it.
And now let's see if you're picking up more on this wine, because now you're gonna start picking up the sugar.
Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you. Are you picking up a little bit of a petrol component? Do you know what I mean?
No. What's petrol?
Kind of like gas, a little bit like a gasoline kind of,
Now I'm really tasting that Jolly Rancher.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
It's really sweet.
do you like this wine more now than you did before?
Yes.
Okay, I kind of want to do that, and I just wanted to show that, you know, that when you start bringing Rieslings at the end, don't just use them as aperitifs. After drinking red wine, they are an absolute alternative for dessert wines at a much, much better price point, and that's why I kind of wanted to finish that. I knew you guys would both be totally about that, and you were.
Yeah. $12 is a little much for me.
I understand.
I make $30 a week.
You
I
should,
understand.
you should absolutely talk to someone about that.
Yeah, you're doing way too good of work for that.
I make $30 a week and then $70 a month, and then so if let's say I buy all
Math
three of
doesn't
these,
add up.
if I make
$70 a month?
What I want to link up for all the Vaniacs guys, Amir, Jake got screwed out of this, was part of a very interesting video At a basketball game. I want to
We don't
link
have
that up.
No, we don't have to
Yeah,
talk
we have to talk
about
about
it.
it.
It's so stupid. It's so non.
You definitely want to watch this video. Mott,
No.
link it up.
Don't link to it. They'll find it. Just
Just
search.
you should like.
No, we'll link it up.
Do the one where I embarrass somebody else instead of the other way
Amir,
around.
why don't
Sure.
you fire away and ask the question of the day?
Okay.
That's
What's the
what-
question of the day?
You get to ask the Maniacs
Anything?
any question in the world. They'll
Okay.
leave comments down below.
Sure.
Okay.
What is the most expensive wine you ever bought? And would you buy it from me if I was selling it to you at twice the price? So that's like a business.
The
I have
beginning
the
of that was a really smart question.
Sure.
It went well.
Yeah.
Jake, any last thoughts?
Just that I'm sorry that we didn't do this with somebody else.
Me too.
What, you were talking about me now?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I
you.
see.
Or what were you talking about?
I was talking about you. I was insulting you.
Me and Gary and then you? Or
Me
us
and
two
Gary
and then somebody else?
Me and Gary and someone else.
Who would
Me,
have you,
you,
who would
and
have you
Gary.
preferred there?
Patrick Castles,
Who's that?
Okay.
coworker. He's worked with us for 2 years.
I see. I see.
Oh, Castles.
Patrick Castles.
You!
And I said Castles.
Yeah.
With a little bit of me and guys like this, we are changing the wine world.
One bottle at a time.
Don't drink that one.
Okay.
Drink it.
I'll drink it after the cameras stop rolling.
Okay, Mott, turn it off and on.